Hello everybody, I'm Alex Karidis, plastic surgeon, and I'm here meeting Charlotte today. This is her 6-week follow-up appointment after her double operation. She's had a rhinoplasty, a nose job, commonly referred to, and a boob job as well, and a lift. So Charlotte, how's it been?
Unbelievably brilliant.
Really?
Yes, I absolutely have had the best recovery I can ever have imagined, so thank you.
Well, that's great. I mean, a lot of our listeners want to understand what it's like to go through operations, because a lot of people have a fear, they have an anxiety, they're not sure what to expect. I mean, how was it for you? Was it worse than you expected, better than you expected, or on par?
It was a lot better than I was expecting. I was expecting quite a lot of pain, big downtime, lengthy downtime, but the pain was extremely minimal compared to childbirth.
Okay,
Not even close to childbirth.
That's a good little comparison.
It was uncomfortable, and that's about as bad as it got, really. And after 3 weeks, I was back to work.
It's amazing because a lot of people, hear, oh, we have 2 operations. Oh my God, double suffering. It's going to be, double recovery. But in fact, it's actually never that way, really, is it? I mean, you obviously seem to sail through it. I think one of the things just to talk to people about is that just because you're having 2 operations doesn't mean that the recovery time is going to be double the amount of time, because the body heals at exactly the same rate. Whether it's having 2 operations, 1 operation, or 3 operations, it all heals up concurrently. So is that how you felt?
And we're all so busy all of the time that actually it's a really effective use of the time. If you want to make a change to yourself, why not do 2 instead of 1 procedure, at the one time, and deal with all your inhibitions and anxieties in one go.
From a practical point of view, you could always look at the fact that you're saving a little bit of money because you're having 1 hospital admission as well, which takes a little bit of the de-emphasizes the cost a little bit. But yeah, no, I mean, you're looking great. I mean, let's have a look at that nose of yours. I mean, look. I mean, that's fantastic. I'm just having a little gentle feel. 6 weeks. I mean, listen, you go around now. Somebody who's never seen you before is actually not going to say to you, oh my God, what happened to you, right? You look perfectly normal.
The bruising had gone really after 2 weeks as well. A lot of the swelling had gone, and with makeup, nobody could tell. Everybody kept looking at me saying, gosh, you look young and fresh.
Yeah. That's saying they can't work out what exactly is taking place. I mean, they usually think it's a hairdo, a makeup, but they actually don't automatically think, oh my God, she had a nose job. Okay?
Exactly.
Unless you have your really close friends who perhaps really know you intimately, know your details, perhaps they will then pick it up. But apart from that, I really don't think anybody would notice it. And remember, you're 6 weeks. You still got a lot of swelling going on at the moment.
Exactly.
I mean, if you like it now, you'll love it in 6 months' time. Because simply put, another 20-25% of that swelling that you see on the nose at the moment is going to go down. So it's going to actually shrink on the front view, and it's also going to improve further on the profile. Because if you look profile-wise, if you look at the camera, you have a very, very slight little bump there. That's just a little bit of swelling. So it's going to hone in down very nicely. It's going to refine even more. I'm very happy. As I said, you like it now, you'll love it in 6 months' time.
It's been amazing, so thank you so
Good.
much.
And how are the boobs feeling?
The boobs are great. I was commenting to everybody, it's wonderful having 18-year-old boobs again.
That's great, isn't it?
It's amazing. Lovely, even round nipples, pointing to the sun rather than to the floor.
Well, here's the thing. Unfortunately, all you women know that, you go through pregnancy, you go through breastfeeding, whatever, it takes a toll on the breast, doesn't it, really?
It does.
And no matter what you do afterwards, no matter how much exercise you do, how much dieting you do, any amount of toning just simply will not reverse the damage that you get from all that childbirth and pregnancy. So, from this point of view, now you're perkier, you're perter.
Exactly.
And size, and I think you're more in balance as well. I think it just balanced you out nicely. You opted not to go outrageously big.
Exactly, and you understood what I was trying to achieve, which for me was really important. You didn't try to push me in any way, and I didn't want to have a bigger cup size, but just to keep in proportion with my body and just lift rather than make large breasts.
Well, it's true. The vast majority of people, they really want to be normal. They don't want to sort of stand out. They don't want to sort of have people talking to their breasts. They want to sort of feel as though they're in balance, in proportion, that their clothing falls off naturally, and the nipples are pointing in the right direction rather than pointing towards the floor, right? I think we all understand that one, wouldn't it?
And it's important to make the change, I think, to yourself when you feel like you have low self-esteem and low confidence in something. And why sit back and accept the change when you can actually do something about it? It's really empowering to be able to make that decision and do something, because we're all made to feel like we should just accept our bodies the way they are.
Well,
It's really empowering to make.
It's true.
that
I mean,
change.
let's face it. Life throws all sorts of funny things at us. You know, it's tough out there, right? I mean, you know, life throws all sorts of sort of curveballs at us, and it brings us down sometimes. So if we have a little boost, something that would actually help us feel a little bit better about ourselves, sometimes feel guilty about that. Why should you feel guilty about
And
that?
it gives you the courage to try new things and progress and change, which is really important.
Yeah, it gives you a
Design.
different incentive, doesn't it?
Exactly. So I feel really, really empowered and determined to, take the year on now.
Well, great, fantastic. Look at you now. I mean, you're shining bright now.
Yeah.
Lovely. Not to mention, fantastic yellow dress as well. Really quite bright.
Yellow is the first colour the eye sees. So
There you go,
it's
huh?
very, shining like the sun.
Absolutely, fantastic. Well, listen, I'm really glad. I'm really happy for you. But remember, you're going to have more improvement to come. In the next few months, things will get better. The breasts will probably soften a little bit because at the moment you always see a little bit of swelling, which makes them a tiny bit firmer than what they will normally be. The nose is going to sort of improve and refine further. So you got it all to come. But I'm very happy for you.
Thanks so much for everything you've done.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. This is just obviously just a great viewpoint from Charlotte. Telling you a little bit about what it's like. Obviously, everybody's different. We understand that, but it just gives you a little something, a little reference point for you to consider if you're considering having this type of surgery as well. So, hope this helps.